I mean, we'll see what the Lions are or aren't. Who knows? They're always kind of underachievers, but God, at least they're not just doormats anymore.
No, that's true. That's
I
true.
mean, they were for so long, and everybody thought when they got rid of Stafford, oh well, that's that. They're the Lions are lioning again, but
Well, they got 500 draft picks, and they took
your Rams,
and they took the Rams' entire front office, other than Les Snead.
yeah, and so far it hasn't worked out for them.
Oh, that's not true.
But if you play in the long game, I mean, I think they're set up pretty good for the future.
So you went for chalk. For an NFC North, you went for chalk. And
I think I honestly feel like those should be some of the best games
right.
of the season, no matter where you're looking. I mean, obviously there are going to be big matchups. Well, when Seattle plays Denver, that'll be a big game, I think.
Right.
Let Seahawks play any of the top teams, because a lot of people, I think that was a fluke. And I don't think they think Darnold can do it again.
Well, I don't know if everybody thinks it's a fluke, but certainly every Rams fan who saw the most bizarre 2-point conversion in the history of mankind thought it was a little fluky.
You know, not saying it wasn't. But, you know, it's not like they didn't outplay him anyway. I mean, they did.
You think the Seahawks outplayed the Rams in that, what was it, a Thursday night game?
I think the Seahawks, I think if they played 10 times, I think the Seahawks win 6 or 7 for sure.
Wow. What did you sniff before you came in here?
Are you going to seriously be such a homer that you lose all objectivity? But the Rams were good. The Seahawks were just a better team last year. They were the best team in the league last year.
They certainly, well, I don't know about that, but they certainly deserved to win the Super Bowl. They certainly did. They earned it. There's no doubt about the fact that they beat the Rams fair and square in the NFC Championship.
They beat it.
Wonderful game. But yeah, their road to get there was littered with good fortune, let's just say.
But isn't that kind of always the case? I mean, does anybody ever win a championship without kind of like a little angel on their shoulder?
Not that kind of angel.
Good stuff. You got it.
That was an angel, and that was Jesus Christ himself. I mean, my goodness.
No wonder this country is in such a mess. Jesus has got the wrong priority.
Exactly. What is he doing in the Pacific Northwest? All right. Well,
tell me about your beloved Rams.
Yeah. So I shouldn't rag on you too much. Although I'm only gonna pick one division game. I think we're all looking forward to Rams Seahawks on Christmas night. I think it is.
Of course, that's going to be.
And that's the first time they play this year, which is crazy to me that the schedule makers did it that way. They don't play until week 15 or something.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. But my other two games that I'm really looking forward to, and yes, they're both Rams games, but they're great games.
No one in the audience being surprised.
Exactly. But still, you can't argue that these are going to be great games.
Okay.
Rams, Bills.
Yes.
Prime time game.
I'm a huge Josh Allen fan.
Yeah. It's going to be really interesting, I think, to see what happens when the Rams play Josh Allen and have someone who could actually possibly run him down. Because that's always been the big thing, is that they don't have anybody. Once he gets out of the pocket, like there was no one on the Rams for the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, there's no one really on anyone that can really chase him down.
Well,
I mean, eventually he gets tackled, but
right.
The guy is a problem for everybody.
He is a problem for
everybody. Wait, were you going to say something? The Rams, what, did they get a new defensive guy or something?
Yeah, they may have picked up a pretty good player in the offseason. But, yeah, no, but more than anything, what that's going to do is that if you double team him, and you're probably going to have to most of the time, they're not going to be able to collapse the middle, and then Josh is not going to have any lanes to run. And so we're going to have an easier time containing him. Now, he's still Josh Allen.
How about with that?
He's still Josh Allen, and he's still got a rifle, but it's going to be a great game.
Yeah.
And if it comes anywhere close to the last time they played, if it's anywhere close to that type of game, I'll be happy almost whoever wins.
I will say this to that, and this is true across a lot of sports, I find. When you have a team like the Bills,
right,
that are on the precipice for a number of years, like not just a season, but like 2, 3, 4 years, like they've been knocking at the door and haven't been able to get past the Chiefs. That's been like their nightmare.
They've been knocking on the door since Mark Levy was the coach.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, in this current iteration, the Josh Allen eras, they had not been able to crack that nut, so to speak. And Josh Allen had literally, like, they parted the Red Sea for the Bills to get to the Super Bowl. There was no powerhouse team. There was no big bad wolf in that whole AFC, and they still didn't do it. Now, I contend that when that happens, at a certain point, those teams collapse under their own weight of expectation. And I would not be surprised if they come out next year and things don't go well and people start finger pointing and it becomes a shit show.
Yeah.
I hope that it doesn't. Sometimes, these teams just have to persist. But after 2 or 3 times knocking on the door, if you don't get through, sometimes everyone starts freaking out.
Yeah.
Front officers, the fandom, everybody. And once that happens, there's no kind of recovering.
I'm kind of with you that I just don't. I just think organizationally they never do enough to support him. And
but like they did sign some guys last year, and going into the season, everyone was like, okay, this is their year.
yeah, but he didn't have anybody to throw to still. But anyway, so should be a great game. I agree with everything you're saying. The Bills are a very, very interesting team. My next game that I'm most looking forward to, again, it is a Rams game, but it's just another great game, is Rams-Chiefs. I mean, if Mahomes is Mahomes again, it's hard to recover from. When you're a running quarterback, it is hard to recover to
That's true.
Injuries to your knees, stuff like that. If he's anything like himself this year, and if Xavier Worthy is healthy, and if Rasheed White can stay out of trouble, and if Kelsey still has anything left, they're going to be right back there. They're going to at least be the second best team in the AFC, at least. But so that should be a fact.
Yeah, that's like it. If the Chiefs are the Chiefs that we saw the last couple of years, then of course.
Yeah.
But if I'm gun to my head, what's Travis Kelce going to be? I don't think
married.
Yeah, I don't think he's the same dude. I don't think they'll be lucky to get 60% of what he's been.
Yeah.
I think.
I hope they get not 60% of what he was last year, because
no, I'm saying like when he was at his best, they'd be fortunate to have 60 to 70% of that guy. I don't think 100% of that guy is ever going to exist anymore.
I know.
Without that, I don't know. I don't know how they pivot. I don't know what their next.
Well, that's the thing. They have. I mean, I'm only half joking. I mean, if Rasheed Rice stays out of trouble, and if Xavier Worthy is healthy, they have a couple, at least 2 really good receivers.
Yes.